Hi everybody, it's Leslie Ray, and welcome to Leslie Ray's Crafty Gig. It's the fourth Friday of March, of March. My goodness, where did March go? This is the Friday before my birthday weekend, and I am so glad today is over. It's been a busy week for me. Lots of stuff with the kids, first week back from spring break. Baseball started, Scouts is going, 4-H is going, and I'm running myself crazy. As I explained to you a couple of weeks ago when I was doing an odd show, I am behind in my art journaling, and I really wanted to spend some time doing that. And so I was very pleased to learn that I had scheduled myself some time to do that with you all. And you're probably going to see a lot more from me on the blog even and stuff, because I have a new DT gig. I am now in the craft group called, or the design team called Altered Pages. And alteredpages.com is a wonderful website for all kinds of fun altered things, and they carry yummy vintage images that you can buy and download and use, and lots of fun stuff there. And then they have lots of cool stuff to do, altered pages and altered books and all kinds of fun stuff. So I'm very excited to be part of that team, and glad to get to play with their images and some of their new stuff. So I'm sorry it was hard to log in, Fab. I didn't mean to make it hard for you to log in. But anyway, I've been practicing some stuff tonight because I had seen it done and didn't know how well it would work, and so I tried it and it worked really well. This is kind of fun, what I was practicing with. I'll explain what that is in a minute, but you can see the image is on there. So I'll show you how to play with that in just a little bit, and how fun that can be. It's cool. So excited. Thanks, Fab. Y'all need to watch my blog also on Sunday. There's another announcement coming up. Still can't tell you what it is until Sunday. But Sunday, it'll be there. Big announcement. Big. It's big. So I'm very excited. I know you could probably guess it, but you know, I'll leave it to your imaginations, and the person who would mind is not here, so if it slipped out, give a hint. Give a hint. A hint. Well, let's see. It really goes well with that I'm a travel agent to be connected with this company. And Mommy gave a big hint. So, there you go. And no, I'm not, on a traveling, touring, like, on a cruise bus, cruise or bus group going place to place. But anyway, if you got to look at my blog post today for Festive Friday, that might give you kind of an idea. It could. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you could do that. It's Cruising and Crafting with Leslie Ray. We're going to do some transatlantic cruises. Go see Fab. That's what we're going to do. So, being that it is Crafty Gig, we're going to do some paper crafting in the form of art journaling. And I have watched several artists online do some really cool things with stamping on tissue paper and that kind of stuff. And so what I decided to do was run some tissue paper through my printer. And I'm always running stuff through my printer because why not? You know, it's either going to work or it's not. And so a long time ago, I used to, you know, when the printed strips of twill tape or is it twill tape that you bias tape, the printed strips of bias tape that you could do, well, you could take them and glue them onto a piece of paper, the bias tape, and then run them through and print on them. And that was a whole lot of fun. And I printed a whole bunch of them. I found them. Some I had made a whole bunch because I was going to sell them. I thought that would be an ingenious idea. They don't age so well. So I'm glad I didn't buy or make them to sell. But they don't age very well at all. But I'm hoping this will age better, but we'll see. But what I did is one of the things that the Altered Page company has is they have these yummy clippings, and you can buy a sheet of them like this. Like this one is called White Collage. And it has all these wonderful collage pieces. Very fun stuff. And you can buy them, and you get a whole sheet of them. And it's a digital image, and you can print them off. And like, here's the butterflies. Love the butterflies. So, welcome, Jen. So there's the butterflies. And then I got some Easter ones. And here are the Easter ones. And aren't those gorgeous? Some Victorian Easter ones. Yes. Oh, I know. They've got all kinds of cool Easter backgrounds and backgrounds for doing ATC's fab. So I'm very excited about this. This will help me with my artsy-fartsy stuff that I've been wanting to do. Well, anyway, what I'm showing you here is this is printed on tissue paper. Yes, tissue paper. You heard me correctly. How did you print that on tissue paper, you might ask? Right? I know, tissue paper, right? It's a huge tissue. No. I printed it off. What I did was I took some of this lovely tape, two-sided miracle tape. Miracle tape that can be purchased at Viva Las Vegas Stamp, where I got this. It's miracle tape, but also Altered Page has a very similar product. Double-sided tape. So, tape, a piece of lovely white tissue paper, and what I did was, you can't see it here, but my tape, I taped the top right here. The tape runs right here to the top of my paper. I put it very close to the top. You can kind of see, let's see if I can get the, okay. You can kind of see right here that the tape, this is 1 inch wide. The tape is right here to about right up at the top. Not all the way to the top, because if you stuck it all the way to the top, you might have a little problem. But stick it just below the top, maybe 1/16, 1/8 of an inch below the top. Put your tape, put your tissue paper down, and trim it. And you can see this one is trimmed right here. Okay. And trimmed over here. So I didn't even trim it nicely. I just trimmed it, got it all trimmed. Put it down with the tape side going into your printer first. And this was just printed like it was printed on plain paper and just let go. And it went through like butter. And so now I have printed tissue, which is way fun. No fab, you don't have to pray. You don't have to pray for the tissue. You can pray for the tissue if you want, but you don't have to pray for the tissue. I know, isn't that cool? Well, I mean, I've seen them stamping on it, which is very fun because if you have lots of stamps and things, very fun. However, if you want something, you know, that's digital, you know how I like my digital images, this is a great way to go. And so, but look at this, folks. This is one of the images. This is one of the ones that was on the tape. That's the other thing. Make sure wherever you put the tape, you know, you don't want that part of the image. Or move your stuff over, okay? But anyway, this is where the tape was, so that's why it's cut off funny. And I just wanted to see what it looked like on striped paper. But see how up here it starts to disappear? No, it wouldn't, Fab. It would not mangle the paper. It would not mangle the paper. Anyway, see how it starts to melt into the paper? See that? But yet the color image stays on top. That's very cool. We can do a lot of fun stuff with that. Now this I tried with the Mod Podge because that's what I'd seen people use was Mod Podge. Yes, we can do a lot of cool stuff with that, Bev. So Mod Podge works very well. Very, very well. I want to try it also with Sakura Hobbycraft Crystal Lacquer. I think it might be fun with that. And then I also have some Liquitex Gel Medium. Maybe. Don't know. I think the Hobbycraft will make this even more transparent because that has been my experience with tissue paper and Sakura is it just zaps all of the white out. All of the white out. But we will see what else. So which one works great on wax candles? Oh yeah, we could stick these on wax candles. Oh. See, just think. You could get white wax candles, print out your little thingies, and have tons of vintagey Easter candles. Wouldn't that be so cool? That is an awesome idea, Raven. Raven is smart. That's why we like Raven. Or Christmas candles. It's limitless. It's limitless. I'm very excited about this. I don't know if anybody else is, but I am. So, we're going to come down to my workspace and we're going to play. You want to play? Let's play. So, anyway, what I'm working on is my page that I want to use for April. And since April is Easter, that's why I printed my Easter images on the stuff. Or print out wedding invitations and put on a candle for a gift. Raven is so smart. That would be beautiful on a gift. Bill, Amanda gets to paint and drink beer. So, okay. Since I was feeling kind of strange on the day that I had bought special beer for last weekend, I did not drink my special beer. And guess what? I still have special beer. I could drink special beer now. Would you grab my paint and hand it to me? Yes, sir. Oh, yes. Yay! Shirley is now tweeting with me. Thank you, Bill. Ooh, ginger beer would be fun too. I like ginger. Okay, so I've got a little bit of gesso on here. Y'all see me gesso, so I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time doing that. I did quite a bit before. I like the word looking images coming through, so I'm going to leave that like that. Okay. And since this is kind of springy, I'm going to do some springy stuff, I think. Let's see. And Easter is kind of purpley. Let's see if I can find some purple paint here. Have some white, because I might need some white. My goodness, you would think I would have purple. Of course, I've had a Sam in my life. That always makes for an interesting day. Ah, here's purple. Purple glitter, wow. Maybe not. Oh, here we go. Purple. Purple. Crabbies? I don't have any crabbies. Fab, don't eat your hermit crabs. That's not cool. I have a bill. Yes, I do have a bill. Okay, here we go. Purple paint. I'm using some folk art plaid. What is this? Perfect purple, because, you know, it's perfect. Ooh, it's nice and yummy. And I'm going to stick everything in it. Oh no, not on the molly pad. Okay, here we go. Purple. Purple. Let me back this out just a little so you can see my workspace a little better. Is that better, guys? Okay. I'm not even going to rinse out my brush too much because I want it to kind of have that kind of, you know, painterly, not super heavy look. Can't see that. There. So letting it have a little bit of the white in it. And in fact, I left some gesso in my palette, so if it gets too dark, I can thin it with the gesso. Ooh, Claudine Health black gesso sounds yummy, Fab. I don't have black gesso. I haven't stocked Claudine Helmuth. I've been stocking some Fab artists on Ustream. If you tweet, several of my tweet friends are wonderful artists in their own right online, and they don't Facebook, and many of them don't even do blogs. Many of them, all they do is just stream because they like to share their art, and that's what they do. So, you know, just kind of cruise through there and see what you see, and add some if you like, because they're fabulous artists. They have beautiful galleries of work that they've done. Like I said, many of them, I've watched them do this, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, that is too cool. I want to do that. Very inspirational. I have coming up on the 6th, it's called leslierahye's Hippity Steampunk Easter Blog Hop. And it's going to feature many of my paper crafty friends strutting their spring steampunk goodness. It's not just Easter themes, it's spring themes. So feel free to go over there and check that out. It'll start at my blog. I'll post that again a little later, and show all of their really cool steampunk stuff. We, of course, are playing on, many of us are playing on the theme of spring, and how, with spring, there's springs, and all that kind of fun stuff. Ooh, I love green kiwi. Green kiwi would look good in this, too. I've had a really fun week. Fab one day said something to me about, oh, I missed something, or your birthday. He was telling me, oh, my card. My card was going to be, because it takes forever for cards to get from, it takes forever for anything to get to Amanda's house, because it goes to a postal void on the way there. But also back and forth from London, it takes a while for things to get there. And I had gotten several cards from my Crafty Ribbons Challenge teammates that I've been posting on my fan page. Gorgeous cards. I think I'm the only American on that whole team. Crafty Ribbons is a UK company, and they have beautiful cards. The what's the word I'm looking for? The innovation in card making definitely, I would say, starts in the UK. If you want to be cutting edge, look at what the UK folks are doing. It's amazing to me what some of them are doing. And these cards are just gorgeous and heavy and full of yumminess, and decorate on the inside and on the outside, and definitely wants me to step up my card making. I remember about a year ago, I'd been stalking this one lady's website, and I keep a file of things that I like that inspire me. And I finally stopped and wrote her, I really love how you do the insides of your cards. It's just amazing, because she always goes all out decorating the inside of her card just as much as the outside. And they're just gorgeous. And and these cards are just decorated inside and out. They're perfect. They're beautiful. I love them. And Fab was saying, oh, your card may be late. And I said, you know what? That's okay. It's my birth month. We can have cards all month long. All month. And so I've been enjoying all the fun stuff, the cards and notes that friends have been leaving for me here, there, and yonder. So hi guys, I don't know if I saw everybody come in. I hope you're having a fun evening tonight. I am. It involves paint. I'm always having a fun evening when it involves paint. I'm glad you're here today, Mommy. Next week, guys, I don't know if you are keeping up. Next week we have 5 Fridays in the month, which is the first month in 2012 that we've had 5 Fridays in the month. Just a little bit of trivia if you are not familiar with how the odd show started. I know this is Leslie Ray's crafty gig, but some of my odd show compadres are here. The odd show started because last year Fab did a Friday night show on the first Friday, and I was doing the second and fourth Fridays, and I said, well, why don't you, since we have, you know, the corner on Fridays, why don't you do the second Friday, and then when we have that odd Friday, that 5th Friday of the month, we do a show together. And thus, the odd show was born. And last year, there was a lot of 5th Fridays, a lot of them. And it was a lot of fun. We had a good time together. And so, Amanda came on board during last year, and we had even more fun, and we did some special events and stuff. We started thinking, hey, you know, it'd be fun to bring this on a more regular basis. And so that's where it started from. But now we have moved forward since then. So, but we have our 5th Friday, the first 5th Friday of 2012. So next week's reboot, because now the evening show is called Reboot. Next week's reboot will be on Friday. And I think there's already a thingy posted for it in the events. Y'all need to, if you haven't looked, on my own blog, underneath my cover page, or my cover thing, in the buttons, I have been adding stuff. I've been taking some really cool Facebook marketing classes, and one of the things I've added is a tab, and my blog is on my Facebook. I'm still, working on my blog, getting it changed over to how I really want it. There's still some work to do on it. But my blog is on my Facebook. And then I'm getting that in the works also for the Odd Show fan page. Because the Odd Show fan page has a link to where you can buy your raffle tickets for our National Scrapbook Day raffle. It has a list of all of our wonderful shows, everybody's show, all the hosts' shows. And as we release more information about National Scrapbook Day, I'll build just a special National Scrapbook Day tab also. So, you're closing all your blogs. Oh, you're kidding. Thank God. I was going, what? I keep stalking Fab's blogs to see when he's going to restart his Crimbo challenge. Because since I'm in the Festive Friday and I keep making Lots and lots of Crimbo cards. I'm really turning English, guys. What is right? This is right. This is left. Is that what you're asking me, Shirley? Okay. I kind of like that. Y'all see what I've done? Let me zoom that in a little bit so you can see it closer. I got it. Shirley mistyped. I've left some places where you can really kind of see the print through here. And some places, like over here, are much darker. I kind of want this here. There we go. Okay. I like this. I like how it looks. I like here is kind of fun, and this one's kind of fun. Okay. So I like that. I'm going to give that a little dryness here. I'm going to put this in my little container. I don't know if y'all seen my container for water that I've got going on here. Whoops, now I have water on my page. Hang on. It's the thingies that you have gum in. And normally you don't spill it on your page, but you know, if you do, you get a little paper towel, wipe it up. But anyway, I like it because I can put a lid on it when I'm not using it. And it normally doesn't spill. So, you know, what the heck. A little. Look, there's Molly's mouse pad. Happy birthday, Jen. Jen may hide like I do from birthdayness. Oh, it's on the 28th? Okay. I'll say happy birthday on Wednesday then. Yes, my birthday is every day. It's my birth month. That's good, Molly, because I would hide. I would. I don't like surprises. If you want to call me and we do lunch, yes. Right now is crazy busy for me getting ready for Sam's birthday party and stuff. And it's just better to wait until I'm not so crazy busy with all that. Between January and the end of March is rough. And I just have one thing after another for the kids' birthdays. So I don't do a whole lot of surprise anyway. And that would be uncool. So I appreciate that. Yes, I do not. Yes, my protector is otherwise occupied. Dawn said she would protect me. But yeah, I'm not a surprise person. Bill, however, is a great surprise person. My husband, you can all park in the front yard and he would not know you were there. So it's hilarious. his own dad parked in the front yard, and he didn't even have a clue. So, oh, that'll be cool, Jen. Are you feeling rhinestone cowboy-like? Okay. Ah, good. Okay, grab. Okay. Okay. What I just did was I punched with an old Stampin' Up! Punch on this. And I'm going to use this as a template to put my dates across the top here. I don't know if you remember January. In January, I used the word windows to do it. Okay. So this month I want to use these. $74? Really? Can he be that old? Wow. Well, you know, look at George Burns. I mean, he toured into his hundreds, or forever. How old, did he make it to 100? He didn't quite make it to 100. He toured a long time. Okay. I want April to be on the right side, the word April. So I'm not going past about here. I'm going to draw a light pencil line so I can remember that. I draw 2 pencil lines. I'm going to draw 1. At about 1/2 inch. And I'm going to draw the other one right there. Because I want that all to be April. Okay, so April, the word April is going to go up here. Yeah, George Burns, he didn't make it to 100, but he made it a long time. Okay, so I'm going to have 4 over here and 3 over here. I'm going to start with, I need to make some lines up here so I know where to go also. Hang on, guys. I'm going to turn it this way so I can see where my lines are. Okay, and that's for me Yes, I did miss all the sibling fun. Not. Leslierahye is fine with that, just in case y'all were wondering. Just in case, you know. Leslierahye is very happy to be an only child. Happy. And some days I'm thinking, you know, maybe I should have gone for no children. So now I have two. Aww. Thanks, Molly. I don't know that I'm brilliant, but thank you. I like to have fun. How about that? Whoops. Okay. I don't know if y'all were paying attention, but I totally went outside my lines. Anyway, let's fix that. There. Yeah, I know. It's for fun. We're good. It's all good. I'm painting with a big darn brush is what the problem is. That's what we're going with. Yes, that's the problem. She's painting with a big brush. So that was about 2 inches. And then about here, we're going to put this one. Ooh. Thank you, Bubba. Got the thumbs up. That looks cool from the sun. Walking by. Molly says hi, Will. Sam, what are you doing? I've learned that the cool thing about your body is that you have 2 sides. So that if you have 2 children, one can sit on one side and one on the other. So they don't have to whine. I want to sit by you. Ants start riding horses? What are you talking about, Jen? See, people that have more than 2 children, I feel bad for them because, you know, they can't say, you know, there are 2 sides to mommy. One of you can sit on one side and the other can sit on the other. You can't say that when there's 4. Unless you're really rotund, and then I guess there are 4 sides to you then, but, you know. Not an excuse to be rotund. Jen, how do you do it? How do you do that, Jen? 5 kids, really? Wow. Valium. And then you can hallucinate those other sides, right? Oh, okay. What do you mean you don't see another side to Mommy? It's right there. Can't you see it? I find I have just so much time, and I don't feel like I give enough time to both kids. I think I would have a hard time with more than two, but that's me, because I already know that some of the things that we did with Will the first 6 years of his life, Sam will never get advantage of. We just don't have either the means or the time. So, to me, that's kind of rough, But she loves baseball, so we play baseball. Yeah, I know. I'm going to repunch for this side. But I cleaned it up. It cleaned up nice. Okay, so there needs to be 4 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yes, Mommy was the only girl in the bunch on her siblings. Aha! Okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday could fit in there. you can pick, you can't pick your family? No crap, you can't. Ah. I'm not talking about my mother. I'm talking, let me clarify. Not talking about my mother. I'm talking about the siblings of my brother, or my husband. The siblings of my brother. That's hilarious. I'm talking about the siblings of my brother, or my husband. He has a sibling. Sorry, not a siblings. I've been corrected. But anyway, yeah. Because sometimes, well, damn. Yay! Okay, one more. And we're done painting templates after that. Your sister married the stepbrother? Are you your own grandpa? Okay. So these are going to serve for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay? And I'm not going to put all the days of the week in there for 30 days in April. But I do want to put some of the clip art down at the bottom, like I was showing you. So I'm going to stick my brushes in the water here. And figure out what I want to do there. Okay. Have this yumminess going on. And I know I want to use these bunnies. And probably this basket of eggs. Thanks, Jen. How am I going to do the letters in the days? I'm just going to write with one of my black pens, like a Millennium pen or something like that. I'm just going to write Monday, Tuesday, or Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I want to start on Sunday because the 1st is a Sunday. And that way I'll have, 28 days plus 2 for 30. So, and then April, I'm going to put up here. I'm going to do April much like I did in January. Let's see, there you go. I have this template that for all the months I'm going to do April spelled out like that. And I'll probably have space when I'm done writing that to put the put another piece of clip art there. And that I may put something a little more substantial than these. So, but what I'm going to do is going to get my scissors. And I could tear it if I wanted to. I'm just going to cut with my scissors because it's handy. And I'm going to do these bunnies. And the neat thing about an art journal is we have a place to test. We're not going to test with these that I'm going to clip out. We're going to grab one of these others and test with it. And I think I'm going to test with the little pink girl with the lamb. For 2 reasons. One, she has a piece of tape underneath her. No, I don't want to test with her. She has a piece of tape underneath her. I'm going to test with this big pink egg because I don't like it for anything else. I'm going to test with that. Now see these, when you print them, if you're not concerned about words, like that says love offering, or anything like that, you could print them backwards also, so you could have mirrored images of these. So we're going to test this one with the, I want to test it with the crystal lacquer on another page. So we'll start there, and then we might cut some more out in just a minute. But I know I want to put these in at least these kinds of positions. Maybe even stagger. I don't know. But let me find a page that we can test on. Let's test here. Let's test to see how much goes. Or, ooh, there's just a random page with nothing on it. Let's test there. That looks like a fun place to test. Let's test there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour a little bit of lacquer in my dealio. And I'm going to grab one of my fuzzy brushes. This is fuzzy because I've used it a lot with lacquer, and I let it get stiff, and so when I get the lacquer out of it, I've used it with some what do you call that? This stuff, pure acetone, to take the hardened lacquer out of it. So I'm going to put a little bit of paint on the back side. And the way I'm figuring out what the back side is because there's words on it. So I can see it says pages. So this is the back side. The back side is also the side that is, not as bright. Although it could work that way. We might try some backwards too. That might kind of be fun. Okay, so I got a little bit of lacquer on the back. I'm going to put it there. And I'm just going to paint this down. And see how nicely the white starts blending into the paint. Can y'all see that good? Night, Shirley. Night, Jimmy Ann. Sorry. I don't know why you're not getting a clear show. And I'm going ahead, since I'm doing a test piece, doing this over the words. Because I want to see those too, how that goes. Yes, ma'am. Sakura 3D Crystal Lacquer. I tested the original piece. I tested was with some, what do you call that stuff? Mod Podge. And I like the way the Mod Podge worked. But I wanted to see if the color on the if the color ran at all on this piece of tissue paper with the crystal lacquer as well. And I don't know if you just noticed that. See how it's got just a little hint. There's a little hint of red on here, just a smidge. So a little bit of the red, but I've been going over that pretty generously. So I was trying to get this on the edges to blend on down. Oh, I missed saying bye to Fab. Bye, Fab. Sorry I missed you, buddy. So this works for this. It's not completely transparent, but it's pretty good. It'll be interesting to see how that dries. Okay, so let's also look at, let's see, another piece to play with. I'm going to try this piece also, because the love offerings. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing with it. I'm going to use the Mod Podge, and I'm going to paint a little on the back. And I want to make sure when I paint a little on the back that I get down here on it. Definitely want to get all the colored pieces, but for the sake of seeing how that does with and actually I kind of tore it a little bit. See that? Because I got a little vigorous with my Mod Podging. Okay, note where I had Mod Podged on the bottom side and then the top side, it blended with the color a lot better than over here on the side where I did not. So what kind of paper did you put that on? What I did was I had taken these wonderful sheets from alteredpages.com. These are sheets of digi images of vintage things that you can get. This one was Easter. And I used a piece of this white, very sticky miracle tape. It's double stick, very, very sticky, yummy stuff. And I put it right here up close to the top of my paper, about a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch down. And then I just took a piece of regular tissue paper, trimmed it down to the size of a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet, and ran it through my printer. Yeah, it's a HP inkjet printer is what I ran it through. Yes, it's the tissue paper that I printed out. And what I did was here I'm testing it. This is my test spot in my art journal. And this is the one I did with the crystal lacquer. You'll know it's really shiny. Over here on the side, when I painted underneath the crystal lacquer, I put a little on the edge so I could see how well it blended and bled. Because you can see it's still like a little halo of white here. But here where I actually painted the underneath with the lacquer as well as on top, it seems to have faded more. And same with here. I got a little carried away with putting on the Mod Podge. I accidentally ripped my paper. You know what I mean? But, yeah, this is what happens when you get it too wet, is it does tear. But it's okay, because you can really play with that tear and kind of ink it and stuff, and it will be fine. But what I did is I generously, and that's why it tore, is I got too carried away with how much I put on it. Put this with, this is using Mod Podge. And this I didn't, on this side over here, you can see this is where I stopped going all the way out. Maybe you can't see, but I can see a line on my paper right here is where I can still see the halo of the white. So yeah, just tissue paper. No, it didn't tear at all. Didn't tear at all. It tore when I tore it, but it didn't tear in the printer. I'm going to heat it a little bit and see if it goes ahead and goes transparent on us. That's what I want to do. In my opinion, the significance of using the crystal lacquer versus using the Mod Podge does come with a matte finish. I think I have the gloss finish, but Mod Podge does come with a matte finish, whereas the crystal lacquer is always shiny. Let's see if I can pull this way. There we go. Night Raven. It's very good. And I just put the one piece of tape because obviously where that tape is, that tissue paper is staying. It's not going anywhere. So keep in mind, wherever you want loose tissue paper, you need to have a you need to have it in a spot, your picture in a spot where it's going to do right. But the edge that I had the tape on is the edge that I ran through. So for my printer, the tape was at the top and over. And so it ran through and printed. Really, Molly, I have not had that problem with Mod Podge turning my stuff yellow. Then using crystal lacquer may be the job for you, Molly. Maybe, maybe. Do we want to try some of this? Let's try that just for giggles and fun. I have one more piece we can do that on. We can go ahead and use her. She has a piece of tape over part of her. We can use the other part of her though. The crystal lacquer is by Sakura Hobby Crafts. It's their 3D crystal lacquer. You're welcome, Bev. Mommy used to carry Mod Podge in the store. I don't know if she still does. I know I cleared her out last time I was doing an altered project. Mod Podge is what I started with and what I really enjoy. I had not used Liquitex gel medium before probably about a year ago. I'm putting, this right here, this shiny spot is where the tape is. I'm going to glue that puppy down too. And see, that might be another thing, is to have something with packing tape on it to see how that, you know, cut that out and stick it on. I don't know. Lots of applications here. But like I was telling the group earlier, I had seen many people use it and use it with stamps, rubber stamps, where they stamped on the tissue paper and then with a, you know, a pretty nice black ink, and then put their image on there. So, but here, let me hold that up for you. On her, let's see, grab her. There we are. You can see I painted right to about right here underneath, and that made this more transparent right here around her than this section right here where I didn't paint underneath. That's interesting, Molly. Molly is saying if you put your inkjet print in the freezer overnight, it won't run as much when coating. This one actually didn't run at all. The matte gel medium didn't run at all for me. Yeah, I like the Mod Podge. Like I said, Mod Podge was my first love. Matte gel medium is okay. It's okay. The paper. This is just tissue paper, Bev. Just like, you know, go to the Dollar Tree and buy some white tissue paper. This was just some that came in my package. That's just plain old white tissue paper. Wasn't anything special. I know, I love the way it looks, Molly. It's just really cool how that came out. So, that one's pretty much dry. So, when you could either, this is how I feel about it. I just stuck my hand in my purple paint. Yes, the Marvy Silver Bullet Embossing Heat Tool. Best one on the market. I don't have Milwaukee. I have Marvy. This is what I have learned, okay, playing with this. If you want your, woo, that's kind of fun. Look, that just bubbled up. Things not to like about the, okay. I held my heat tool on the girl too long, and the tissue paper bubbled up on me. So, anyway, that was the matte gel medium. Anyway, going back to what I was talking about. Yes, this egg looks really awesome, in my opinion. It looks very, very cool. This, I colored underneath a little bit. So if you want your tissue paper to almost disappear and go, you know, back, paint underneath the edge of it, and it will. Or cut close to the edge. You could cut close to the edge if you wanted to. But you wouldn't have to be a very awesome cutter to get a good effect. You know? I am going to put, let's see, those are all sticky, unsticky. But I'm just going to put, just for good measure, I'm going to put this piece of cardstock here. Then I'm going to go back to here. Nope, not here. To here, where I left my bunnies. I did like, let's go back, hang on. I did like how this turned out, and it's shiny, of course. This is not as shiny, but I have to remember not to be so zealous in my stuff. Yeah. And then this is okay. This is the matte gel medium. It was I probably wouldn't use it for that application again. That's just me speaking. If you may like it, but I like the shine of this. But I think in doing it, I would cut closer to the side so that I don't have this random shininess on the outside. This is shiny too, but look, it's not as shiny as this. This is not as shiny. So I honestly, I think I'm going to go with my Mod Podge for the application in my book. So there you go. Yeah, the shine is stunning. And it would be good for some things, but the application of this, if I don't want to cut so close, I think I want this. So, and I might shine some things for the end, but right now I'm going to grab a different pair of scissors that just cut straight. Hi, Dawn. I'm glad you could see me tonight. I'm going to cut a little close, but not too close. I think this will be cool. I want to do some butterflies so that when I put my dates on here, I'll have some butterflies glued on too. It's been my experience also that the Mod Podge, if you have to write back over something, Mod Podge is easy to write over. I'm working on my art journal, Dawn. The question was asked, what nights do I stream live? I usually do Friday nights, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. I do 2 crafty kind of shows a month on the 2nd and 4th Fridays. And then on the 3rd Fridays, my show is dedicated to scrapbooking. And sometimes I do some random stuff. And anytime I'm doing this, I always, tweet about 30 minutes or so before I come on. So if you follow me, I'm Leslie Rahye, leslierahye. And if I'm doing a random show, I will post it early enough where you would have several hours. So if you're following me on my my fan page, I always do an event. And if I'm doing a random show, I try to come on to Ustream and do that as well. Following people on Ustream is a great way to know when they sneak in to do something. Y'all saw the bunny, right? He just hopped off, didn't he? Where'd he go? Okay. Oh, there he is. I see him now. There's the bunny. Now, if I was super concerned about the transparency of these, I could go behind here and make it whiter. And I may do that just a little bit with some gesso. Just a smidge, kind of make it a little area. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. What? L-E-S-L-E, Leslie Rahye. What am I working on? Dawn. I'm working in my art journal. I'm working on my April pages. I'm working with some scraps from the pages from my new design team with altered pages. This was an Easter vintage set, and I have printed it out on tissue paper on my inkjet printer, and we did some testing. I'll show you the testing again in a minute. But we did some testing on which adhesive I liked best. And so I'm going to put a little spot of white gesso back over some of the purple I did down here for the placement of my little critters, because I want to put the bunnies by the basket like that. And so I want them to kind of have a little whiteness behind them. So, and I keep breathing the bunnies off the page. So, but what would be cool also is with the transparency of the tissue paper, having a little bit of the text showing through. That would be kind of cool, I think. So Central Cutie, do you have a street name so that we can say, you know, like when Dawn came in, who is Morning Glass, we can say, "Hi, Dawn." The tape really, not a whole lot of tape was on the back of that one girl to make her stand out. It's just the application of this. Okay, that's gonna be plenty big. Oh, I don't have a fit. I just, you know, I'll call you Central Cutie if you want me to. I don't care. I just wanted to, you know, mine is Leslie Ray, so I call it Leslie Ray. I don't care. As long as you're not being obnoxious, I don't care. And Crafting Tea is Cheryl. You know, I just like to know people. It's fun. So, okay, Cutie. We will call you Cutie then. So see, everyone say hi to Cutie. Yay, hi Cutie. If someone wants to post the link to Leslie Ray's fan page on Facebook or The Odd Show, then finding our other streams will be easy for people. So I want the bunnies to kind of go over the eggs a little. So I'm going to do the eggs first. So, yes, Paula is mommy. I'm going to zoom in just a smidge. There we go. Sorry guys, not trying to make you sick. Okay. Thanks, Dawn. Yes, mommy is my mommy, Cutie. Most people know this, but I don't mind saying it again. Mommy is my mommy, and when I was young and I was learning how to spell, my name is spelled Leslie, and I decided mommy needed to be Mommie, and so it has stuck. And most people that know me know her as mommy, and that's why she's my mommy. So I think I just glued my paper to my thumb. So there we go. Try not to be too crazy with my, there we go. There we go. Now see, it almost just blends into the background. You know? And I love that. That is awesome. Okay, I'm very excited about this. So the images from alteredpages.com. This is the new DT I'm on. And I love their images. They have so many cool vintage images. And this is going to make doing altered work so fun and exciting to play with. I'm very excited about this. So, isn't that cool? How cool is that? Cool. What are the prices of the images? Mama, really? I have my stuff all turned down. Oh, I'll have to go look. I'm sorry. If you go to alteredpages.com and look at images. I'm sorry, guys. I try to usually have stuff like that. And of course it would be my mommy that would ask me questions like that. Because she knows I try to have stuff like that. I know. Usually I do. I know they're only a couple of dollars a sheet, and they're so, you know, you get a bunch of images, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Don't do that. Okay, come on. There we go. I want my bun wrap there. There we go. Come on. Blend. That's where I want the blend, right there. By his money butt. Yay! I love it. Love it. Love it. Yes, cheap. Cheap, cheap. Mommy is very punny. You have to understand. I know, Dawn, isn't that awesome? Got the egg and the little eggs and the bunnies and the basket and yay! Doing the happy dance. Loving it. Loving it. And really, on the colors, it does okay. It really does okay. I'm going to heat this a little bit to kind of cool it up. alteredpages.com. The cool thing about the design team is every other month we are requested to create a kit, and the kit is going to be for sale, and each design team member does a kit and does all the fun stuff to go with it. And you know, I'm going to be doing something like this with the kit because this is pretty cool. Now, once you got this on there, imagine then going over it with like some crackle paint and getting some yummy walnut ink or something in there to make it even look more distressed and more aged. And almost did like an image transfer without doing an image transfer. So I love that. Love that, love that, love that. Okay, Dawn, I promised to go back and show you. What I did was we were looking at the different types of mediums to do this with. And the egg is, see how shiny? You can see how shiny it is over here even. The egg I did with crystal lacquer. And I did go out to the edges of the crystal lacquer here before I painted and put it down. And you can see I went all the way out to almost here on my book because how shiny it is. And this is the crystal lacquer. The crystal lacquer seemed to drag just a little bit of the color off. I don't know if you can see that. Just a little bit. This, I got really carried away painting the Mod Podge on. and I tore that. That was not the printer. That was me tearing it. And so this has a little bit matter finish, and that's why I went with that over here, because I wanted it to blend in. I didn't want it to be so shiny. But shiny will be good for some things, but for what I wanted it for this, I wanted the Mod Podge. And the Mod Podge, you know, does a really nice job, and you can write over it, so that's why I chose that. Again, this is where I went underneath and painted first, so it almost blends in. If you get really close, you can see the edge. This up here is, it's got a little bit of tape behind it. I can't remember where the tape is now, but it's got a little bit of tape behind it. But I painted the rest of it on with the matte gel medium from Liquitex, and it doesn't do as well absorbing. And Mommy's saying the digis are about $2.50 a sheet. Okay, it doesn't do as well as absorbing these lines as the Sakura Crystal Lacquer and as the Mod Podge does. So, you know, there might be an application here for this, but yeah, I like these two the best. And like I said, the egg is super shiny. The red egg is. A while ago, we couldn't get the shine off of it. It was so crazy shiny. But anyway, it's shiny, but loving my bunnies. Loving those. Those rock. So, let me show the butterflies. Here's the butterfly sheet. I'll back up a little bit so you can see the butterfly sheet fully. But this is the sheet of butterflies. And Mama, you said that was $2.50 for the sheet of butterflies? Yeah. So, they are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And this one is, let's see, this one's called Beautiful. Look, it's in the title. Beautiful Butterflies. This is Beautiful Butterflies, Altered Pages, AP 1065. And then here's this one. This one's called White Collage. I thought this one was really pretty. I put the bunny and the eggs on with the Mod Podge with, here, I got a Mod Podge mess in my thing here. Hang on. I had some gook in the top of my Mod Podge, so I was getting the skin out. Let me get the skin. I just threw it in the lid of my dealie instead of dealing with it in the trash. So, yes, my Mod Podge had a skin on it when I started. So I pulled that out. Okay, there we go. Put the lid on here so you can see it easier without pouring it on my stuff. But Mod Podge with gloss luster. And Mod Podge comes in different things. And let's see. I don't know that I can see if I can read anything left from my bunnies because I've cut them all up. The bunnies were AP, it looks like $4.15. I cut them up. Yeah, I need some matte Mod Podge. That's what I want. Maybe Mommy can get us some matte Mod Podge. But I love this sheet. This is really pretty. So I'm excited. I want to do these butterflies that way too, but I also want to trim these out and paint them on with Mod Podge just directly on. I think they would be really cool. But right now, I want to paint this bunny up here because the end of this week, let's see, hang on. Yeah, the end of this week will be about right here, and that will be East. Oops, you can't see, can you? Ha ha. Let's try that again. The end of this week, right here, the first week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This first week, right in here, is going to be Easter. So I want to put him here. So, and I don't know that necessarily this may end up being in with the word April up here, but I need to see how much room April takes up before I stick him on there. But I like that bunny a lot. And then what's left on my sheet here? I like the speckled eggs too, so they may need to come down here. Ooh, or this little guy, look at him. I like that bunny better. He matches my page. I'm going with this bunny. Although he would probably stick out better. Thinking. And I like these chicks and eggs, so I will do this another way so that it gets the other way. Huh? The fast runner bunny, this one? Yeah. I think I want him. I think he'll fit better also on my pages because I don't have my days of the week down yet. So some of them I will cut and stick pages or squares down, and some of them I will paint squares. So he is, and actually I could put him between 2 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So really he needs to go here, or he could go on the day. He could be Easter Eve's picture. I think he needs to be Easter Eve's picture. That's what I think. Everybody has an Easter Eve in their life, right? So I think he needs to be the picture for Easter Eve. So, because it's not Good Friday, he needs to be here on Saturday. Easter Eve, are y'all good with that? Does anybody know where I put my gesso? Here it is. Okay. So I'm going to paint a little piece. Or maybe I'm not. What up it? If you were the paper cow I was just using, where would you be? You'd be hiding, wouldn't you? Okay. I'm going to move these guys because I'm going to use the big one later. And I'm going to stick him. Thank you, Dawn. While I was waiting on Will to get his hair cut, I went and played with the colors in Clary's nail polish and found me some Easter eggy colors. I thought I needed Easter eggy colors today. It made me happy. Night, Mommy. Thanks for coming. I'll chat at you later. And I promise I'll be surprised. You sent me a picture? Cool. Did we lose Amanda too? That sounds beautiful, Jen. She's on a chair, terrified of it. Oh no. Oh no. It's not nice to laugh at your friends' fears of spiders. I like spiders. Spiders are our friends. It's the snakes that we have to be scared of. Such misguided fear. So, okay, this is the front. Let's see. That's the front. That's the back, okay? So, I'm going to paint gently around the edges. Notice the gentle touch of my painting. Notice I'm painting it down to myself. Okay. And I'm going to paint on the inside here too, just to get that going. Isn't that interesting? Look how brilliant he is painted that way. Let's see if I can get him to shine. That's the back side, guys. Okay. I'm going to stick him down. One right there. Let's get him off my finger, hopefully. Oops. Okay, his ears are trying to stay with me. There we go. And just kind of paint him on down into the picture. There we go. Now, what I can do is when I come back to it, I can decide, you know, if I want my square to be this big. And what I'll do is on this one, I will trace the square around him. And then whatever falls outside the square, I'll come back with purple and make it kind of, you know, shim it up. So let me put this back in here. I'll take some pictures. I'm going to work on this some more this weekend, playing with it. And I'll take some pictures of what I'm talking about, shimming it up. But let's see. There you go. You can see him on there. I love that. So, I'm loving the way this is looking. So, I will definitely, you know, finish working on this since April is coming up very quickly. There's the sky again. All nice and dry. I love, look, you can see. I mean, we know where the edge is. We know where the bunny butt went over that. But, I mean, it's almost seamless. If you didn't know, it would almost look seamless, wouldn't it? That is too cool, too cool. Okay. All right. It's me again, Margaret. Here I am. Whee! Yay, me. So, I'm glad y'all came. I enjoyed painting with you. I'm really going to love my new design team that I'm a member of. That's the Altered Pages design team. So, look forward to seeing fun altered stuff from me. I so enjoy doing that. Thank you, Molly. Thank you, thank you. Nice to meet you, Cutie. And Bev and Cheryl and Jen. Thanks for hanging out with me. It says 6. I see 5. Who's 6? And Molly and Dawn. Yay! So, I hope y'all had a good time. Have have a great weekend. Let me throw up some stuff for you. My mom's store is cutandpastememories.com. It's an online-only store. And the glues and adhesives and stuff that I like to use, I always get from Mommy's store. And that is where you can get those. My crafty gig is on the second and fourth Friday of the month at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. You can follow me at leslierahye.blogspot.com. That's my blog. Or on Facebook at Leslie Ray's fan page. And I'm also Leslie Ray on Twitter. Bear with me. I'm a novice Twitter. I'm doing my best to tweet better. And then once a month, I am Leslie Ray's crafty gig. And that's on the third Friday of the month. And that one is devoted purely to scrapbooking. Yeah, I changed it. I saw the thing going without me, and I knew it was music. And then I'm also part of a creative group known as The Odd Show. It's myself and Fab and Amanda and Dawn. And we do all kinds of fun silliness. Amanda and Fab and Dawn take care of a weekly or a daily show that happens at 11 p.m. Central and 12 p.m. Eastern, noon. And then once a week, I try to do a weekly reboot. Sometimes it's a Friday that I'm not doing my own show. A lot of times it's a Wednesday evening, just simply because Scouts and everything fall on Mondays and Tuesdays for me. But you can go to the blog, and also our Facebook page is not on there. The Facebook page is facebook.com/theoddshow. And you can go there and check everything out. We have an upcoming live extravaganza that's going to be on Fab's Link to room called Paper Mood. And right now it's from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., but I'm thinking it's probably going to go a little longer because we have some fabulous guests from New Zealand. And as you know, it's going to be morning for them at 8 p.m. Eastern, so might go a little longer on that one. But anyway, I thank you all for coming, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Happy birthday to me on Monday. See y'all later. Thanks, everybody. Good night.